My Childhood by Katie Davies. My name is Tiffany Lynn Davies. My name is special because a lot of my brothers and sisters have T in their first name. My nickname was Tadpole because I was so short. I had blonde hair and blue eyes. I liked that I was so athletic, but I did not like that I had so short legs. I grew up in Pendleton, Indiana. It is special because that is where my mom grew up. My house was big. I lived in the country on a farm. I had to share a room with my sister, Tracy. Back then, we did not have computers, iPods, iPhones, and even iPads or GPSs. My family was a very outgoing, loud, busy, and athletic. My favorite toy was my bike because it took me everywhere. I also got exercise. I lived on a farm and did many chores, but my favorite chore was picking corn. I got to have dinner that night if I did all of my chores, but no allowance. I lived on a farm, and so I had a lot of pets. When it was the holidays, we would get together and have a big dinner. The most important thing my parents taught me was to be honest, even if someone is not. I learned by telling my dad 50 times each, I will not lie. I had a small elementary school. I knew everyone's name in the whole entire school. My best subject was math, and I really did not have a bad subject. I played a lot of sports like volleyball, track, cheer, softball, and basketball. I was in the newspaper a lot for sports. And one year, I even got it for homecoming queen. My teacher's name was Miss Gifford. My best friends were Joanne and Terry. The clothes then were bell-bottoms and elephant ear pants. My childhood hero was my dad. The most impact on my life was 9/11. One time I went to feed the chicken and it bit me, and I was so sad. One time I was at home and I was downstairs with my dad, Larry. I asked if I could go to the store to get a drink of Coca-Cola. He said no, because me and your mom are going to a party. I said fine. I was 13 at the time, so I could stay home by myself. I needed that drink. I could not bear not having that drink. I quickly went to the store and bought it. I had a drink now, and I was in the kitchen starting to make dinner. I drank the Coke and put it on the counter. I made homemade mashed potatoes and fried chicken. Then, after eating, I went to go watch TV. I sat down and watched. On TV, I saw Daffy Duck jumping up and down on a trampoline. So, I got my trampoline out and I jumped. Eventually, I jumped right off of the trampoline with the Coke bottle still in my hand. I hit the TV with the bottle and broke it. I was horrified. When my dad finally came home, I was just scared. I put a blanket over it and went in the kitchen to see my parents. What were you doing? I said I watched TV. He said that's not a bad thing to do myself. He went into the TV room. He said, why is there a blanket on the TV? I said, I don't know. As soon as the next day, he yelled at me until I cried. The very, very next day, he said, I hoped you learned to listen.